Welcome back, everyone. It's October, and I'm gonna fill up my vehicle. I gotta get out and do some fertilizing. We'll get that done, and then we've got a ton of harvesting to do. Ton of it, just all kinds. So, yeah, a lot of stuff to do. It's becoming very, very busy. I need to keep figuring out ways to make things easier and easier because stuff's taking a while. So I've got a good amount of fertilizer here. So we're going to head down to the big cotton field. That's all been planted. It's all beautiful. I got an idea. I think we're going to go with it. But let's get the fertilizing started and then we'll toy with the idea. And then as you can see, look, all those fields are ready to go. I got a field here ready to go. I got fields in the distance ready to go. It's a gong show. It's a gong show. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. There's a piece of property right next to the cotton field. It's where there's some silos there. We'll see in a minute. It's not a big piece of property, but it's worth 500 some odd thousand. I kind of want that property. I got a kind of a strategy of what I want to do with that. Problem is I don't want most of the things that are on it, so I think I'm going to risk spending the money and see if I can sell the buildings I don't need on it. Yeah, we're just not going to do that. If I was doing grains down here a lot, I would keep the silos, but I don't think we're going to do that. So here's the property I'm talking about. Nice big entrance, couple of entrances actually. It's got a couple of sheds in it, a whole bunch of these silos. I think we're going to buy this property, sell almost everything except for maybe that front shed behind us there, and hopefully recover most of the cost of buying the property. Otherwise, it's going to be an expensive little patch of land. And the reason I want to do that, let's get this started here. The reason I want to do this is I would like to to put up a spinnery and somewhere to stack a lot of cotton bales. We're probably going to get quite a bit, and I need to do that. So here's what we're going to do. Let's just do it. I thought about it off camera. No, not that. This 84. It's 580,000. So it's pretty pricey for that size, right? But let's see how much we get back from selling, and we may make profit. So I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. All right. So that's purchased. Now let's jump in here and see what we can get. How much is this? Oh yeah, we're making our money back for sure. For sure, for sure. So let's get rid of these bins. Don't need them. I could have bought other property. I like this one for some reason. I'm not sure. A fertilizer tank. I could actually use some of that on my own property up the main yard. And then that leaves us with two sheds. I only want one of them. I think we only need one of them, so I'm going to ditch this one. And actually we came out pretty even. That's pretty close to the money we had when we started this. So we got a free piece of land and shed, basically. I'm okay with it. I'm fine with it. Now I'm hoping that these sheds are big enough to hold a cotton harvester. That's kind of why I want this. Let's just open all this up. So the strategy here is that I'm going to set up I want to see if I can find a high performance spinnery. So what I'll do is I'll drop off the cotton here, get the spinnery to turn it into cloth, which will distribute up near the main farm to a tailor, and will produce clothes. So I know clothes sells extremely well. But I got a little bit of homework to do. Probably should have done this off camera. We need to find, I'm just going to jump right down to the end and start going backwards in price. Till we find, typically the pricier they are, the, you know, higher performance they are, but that's not necessarily the case. Rope factory, rope maker. I think this thing is not very good, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Actually, now that I think of it, a spinnery is not necessarily, you know, the best. The higher the cost, and blah blah blah. Higher the costs doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be higher performance. Now that I think about it. So let's keep looking here. So here's the tailor shop. This one, I think it's a good one. I think I've used this before. So we'll probably place this, but probably up near the top, near the other yards. Where are the spinneries? Here's another tailor shop. Yeah, these are the same price. I think, no, not this one. Where is it? Is it? I just had it. This one and this, no, these. This one and this one, I think, are roughly the same thing. The spinneries. What the heck? There's a spinnery. Okay, this one here, I did use this on Riverview, I think, and it wasn't that great. This one here, I think, is probably a better bet. And what we might do is end up putting more than one, but we'll start with one. So let's place that. It's not huge. I need to be wary of where I drop stuff off and where I pick stuff up. So I think what we're going to do is over here. How far back can I go? So I think we'll do this. Not going to be okay. Actually, I don't really need to pick stuff up if I'm having it distribute automatically. Well, I still should have space. So let me move it out a little bit. There we go. I think we're just going to leave it here. Thinking. I'm thinking maybe I should put it this way. What I'd like to do is maybe use this side over here to stack the big cotton bales. I'll do it this way. Okay. Yeah, we might change things later. Who knows? We'll get a big, probably a front loader. Not a front loader, a wheel loader here to help structure, move the bales around. Okay, let's just pop one here. I don't really need this yet, but I just kind of like to get it knocked out. Okay, so that's that. Obviously, I'm not going to do anything more with this cotton field. It just needs fertilizing. It should be all good. That should be all good. Looks good so far. I should get into rolling as well. I'm not really doing that. Okay, this is our oat field, I believe. Yeah, oats. It's all been fully fertilized. It's ready to go. Now, I need to put something in this field, which I think is going to be either sunflower or canola. We're going to start working these three fields. This one, like, it's a little too late there, but we put in oats. But eventually it's going to be sunflower and canola. We're going to try to pump up this this new oil mill. So these three fields will feed that oil mill. That's kind of the idea. Up here is going to be, moving forward, is going to be soybean, mostly, alternating with perhaps sorghum, not sure. Here I think we're going to be dropping in a lot of corn in the future. There's going to be cotton, and then we still got some expansion capabilities. We'll think about that later. Right now it's harvest time. No, we got a lot to do, so let's get on it. Tons of work to do. Tons of work. Unbelievable amounts of work. It's October, so we'll be putting soybean in everywhere. Everywhere we can. For the massive soybean harvest that we've been enjoying for the last little while. I got corn to do. Okay, here's what we'll do. We're gonna get one harvester running this field with sorghum, and then we'll get the other harvester to go do the corn. I want to get the corn into the biofuel plant. That's going to be important. I have canola somewhere right ahead of us in the next field over there. That actually is going to go to the oil mill, not the biofuel. We're not going to do diesel. Diesel's not very profitable. So we're just going to leave that. Looks shaky for some reason. Okay, off you go. Get my jogging in. All right, so we're going to grab the corn header. Grab one of the corn headers. We do have two now, so that's good. And we'll head down. Oh. So if we have a look at our field again, sorghum, sorghum, sorghum. This is canola, it's ready to go. This is corn, it's ready to go. So we're going to do these two first, and then we'll hit the canola field, bring it down to the oil mill. All right. Get that going. What's next? I need, this guy's done, so let's bring this back. I don't know where we're fertilizing next, so I may as well just bring it back. I think we're gonna, oh, not through there. I think we're going to, yeah, I think we're gonna have to start distributing some more equipment around. I'm not constantly going back and forth to the big farm up north. Save some time, you know. Ideally, you know, if we had set up a central, the center of the map, that would have been ideal, but I really wanted to start up here. Just close to all the shops and the vehicle shop and all that kind of stuff. In the early game, that's really important. In the end game, it's not so much. And yeah, we're end game now. Okay, the other thing I'm going to start doing is I'm going to stop worrying too much about the cost of materials. Like fertilizer, seeds, and all that. I think we're just gonna bite the bullet, take the hit on the expensive bulk, and just to make things easier. Again, it's about, you know, making things efficient and fast. There's a price usually for that. Oh, that's a terrible parking job. Okay, so next up, I want to put in the TAILOR. We're going to do that, and what I'm going to do for that is I'm actually going to sell one of these houses. Which one should I sell? I think I'm going to sell this house here. I think this will make sense, because then I can put a road through here. We already have one on the other side, and we can put the TAILOR right in between. I'll just get rid of these fences. Hopefully. So let's do that. Where are we? Here we are. How much is that? 50,000. So we'll sell that. Then we're going to go into demolition mode and get rid of this fence. Decoration 50,000. What am I selling? I don't know what I'm selling. Decoration seems weak. Oh boy, I sold all the fencing. No, not all the fencing, just the ones. Yeah, anyways. What's this? Ooh, garbage can. Okay, so back to this. TAILOR, where are we? Here's the TAILOR shop that I wanted to put in. What's the signage? How does the signage work? So I think here is going to be the best way to do this. Just to keep the signage. How are we to the road? I'll just use the driveway as kind of the walkway up. There we go. Cool. Leave all those trees there. What I'll do is we're going to paint in. What do we want? We want concrete industrial, maybe. Basically, we need to be able to get in here. That's not the texture I want. That's not the texture I want either. Asphalt. So we're gonna do this, I think. A little bit wider. There we go. And then we're gonna have an exit out here. Let me turn here so I can see this properly. Oh, that tree's a little close. Yeah, we might zap that tree. Okay. Probably have to do some touch-up painting afterwards. Actually, this kind of conforms to the rest up here, doesn't it? Let's fix this up a bit. I'm going to widen this road out a bit. Let's widen it just a bit. There we go. Close enough. Okay, how's that look? How does that look? And then we'll do some smoothing here because I think I just took a little bit more. Okay, so we've got our TAILOR. I'm going to zap this tree because it's a little too close. I'm going to have problems with it, I'm pretty sure. Might put in more trees. We'll just move them over and put them over here a bit more. Okay, so we got that infrastructure set up now. Awesome. We're ready. We'll see how that goes. The thing I'm most worried about is how fast it will process. If it's really slow, then we're gonna have some problems. Capacities are somewhat limited. The spinnery cotton only holds 200,000, so that's not going to be a lot of bricks or bales, I guess. We may have to have a second spinnery. We'll see how that goes. Okay, all right, where are we? What's next? We need chasers now. I need to be able to... Sorghum is full, corn is half full. I gotta run one of the tractors down and start planting. Probably, I want to say probably canola. No, actually, we're gonna do sunflower. I'll show you what I mean. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, this guy's on sorghum. This guy is going to be, where are you going to be? I need the other trailer. Where is it? Where'd I put my other trailer? I think it's across the road here. If I'm not mistaken, I left, yeah, there it is. Boop. All right, you're going to be on corn duty. Okay, we'll leave you right here for now. What else do I have to do? This guy. I do sunflower with this, right? Yep. Okay, we're gonna head this guy over. Start planting sunflower in the long field, right next to the oil mill. Right next to it. We'll cut through here. Still have a lot of seed left, so this field on the right here, this sorghum, as soon as we're done with that, we're going to put canola in here. I won't have weeds on this big field here right next to us because I plowed it. I had to plow it, so when you plow, you don't need... weeds are not a thing. Okay, I just gotta notice that something finished. I'll have to figure that out. I think that's my, I believe that's my, field being finished, fertilized. I did cultivate this field completely off camera, so it's ready to go. It will need fertilizing after, though. All right, off you go. That's done. I'm gonna hold right here. I don't know what I'm doing yet with this. So, I don't know what I'm doing with this yet. Where am I going? Okay, I think everything's under control. I might opt to buy another harvester. I'm not sure yet. There's a lot to do, right? There's a lot to do. Let's do a quick run through here. I just want to check on a few things before we go any further. So we've got a fair amount of corn gluten meal, and that is peak price for corn gluten meal is March. We're still way off. And the ethanol peak price is March as well. So we got to keep that in mind. That's, March is go time for that stuff. Pig food is right now So I think we're going to pull out all the pig food and sell it at Bloomingard Exports. Pig food is a byproduct of our flour process here on this particular grain mill. So we'll get that moved over a bit later. Then after that, grain mill, pig food, still got a lot of sorghum in here. Now we are approaching sorghum peak sell time for sorghum. So let's look at that. January 23.82. So we might actually sell some of the sorghum. We got a lot coming out of the fields today. So, you know, the flour mill isn't processing it fast enough, right? So we're also going to be putting a lot of oats in that flour mill. So it's going to be pretty busy. So I think what I'm going to do is put it in the silo for now, all the sorghum into the silo, and then we'll decide come January what we do with it. If we're running low, we'll put it in the grain mill. Otherwise, we'll sell a whole bunch, make some money. This guy is not busy, so we'll just leave him there for now. I will need, actually, let's go home. Let's go home. I do need this tractor. We're gonna need to start cultivating, and I'm gonna need a second tractor. Well, corn is full. Let's deal with that first. You're done. Good. Okay, this is what I want. No, that's not what I want. Where am I? There we are. All the corn's going into the biofuel. All of it. We're going to try to load up on output for March to have a massive ethanol sales and corn gluten. This is busy, man. This is really busy. All right, well, that's what we're doing. We'll head back. I'm gonna go get the other cultivator. We'll put this planter away for now. We're gonna get the other cultivator and get ready to tackle one of the two fields we're harvesting right now, and the other the 1167 Fent is ready to cultivate as well. So we'll have a tag team there. As soon as we're finished those two fields, harvesting those two fields, I think we're going to move the harvesters over here and get all these oats out. I would like to get soybean in there. We're going to do another massive soybean plant and sale next summer. So October is a good time to get that in there. It should be ready just before peak price. Okay, I normally put this away in this shed on the left here, but I think I'm just going to leave it here for now because I think it's going to be coming back out very soon. There we go. No need to get fancy. That sprayer and that tank in there is no longer useful. The pulled sprayer. So I think we're going to sell that stuff. I wouldn't mind another self-propelled sprayer. That would be good. We can have two attacking the weeds. This guy. How's everybody doing today, by the way? Hope you're having a great day. We're on the last day here of a cool down period this summer. And starting tomorrow, we're back into another heat wave. It's been a tough summer. Well, not tough, but it's been a hot summer so far. Okay, that's that. That's this. All right, this one is going to be working right here, so I don't need to go anywhere. All right. What's next? Actually, I have a little downtime right now, which is rare. I need to buy a trailer, so I think what I'll do, do I have a spare tractor? This guy, let's bring him home. Actually, no, we're not going to bring him home. We're going to send him over to be ready to start fertilizing that field, the sunflower field we're doing right now. So we'll head right over there. I'm going to pull out that sprayer in that tank, smaller tank, and we're going to sell those. I would like to buy, I need to buy something to pick up the bales, cotton bales. And we will use another Colossus piece of equipment for the cotton. So I need to figure out that configuration. I want it a bit cheaty, but not too much, you know. Sort of what we're doing with the other equipment right now. It's not crazy unrealistic, it's just a little unrealistic. Now this farmer's market up here, what do they call that? I forget what they call it. It's a wholesale? No, I forget. It sells bulk, so I think I'm just going to top up the solid fertilizer no matter the cost. I'm going to stop worrying about that. I'm not focused about tens of thousands anymore. I'm focused on millions. So, yeah, we'll just suck it up. So let's top up. Where do I fill this up? I think I fill this up here. Yeah. Solid fertilizer. How much is this going to cost me? $29,000. I actually forgot to look at how much I needed, so I don't know if it's a good price or not. All right, this guy's ready to do this field here. Turn that off for now. This is moving quite quickly. It'll be clear in a few minutes. This is moving quite well. I need a tractor to go sell. I guess we'll use this one. Wish I could pull them both out at the same time. It's got a little herbicide in it. I think what I'll do is I'll pop it out right here and we'll bring it into the other sprayer when we need it. This sprayer is not bad, but it's really slow. The self-propelled one is twice as fast as this and has a wider span. So if we need more, we'll buy another self-propelled. Okay, let's drop this off. I'm gonna go get the tank. We don't need that anymore. Puppy is barking outside. I don't know if you can hear her. Miss Jellybean. Of course I put it right in the way. Our puppies are doing pretty good. Jellybean is slowly liquid fertilizer. Oh boy, what am I doing with this? I got a whole bunch of containers of liquid fertilizer there. I could dump it out, but it's going to be a mess here. I just want to unload. I can't unload. Okay. Why can't I unload this? What am I missing? Hit the usual I key, which usually unloads everything. Too many menu options here. Okay, you know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna sell this. I'm getting lazy, but I don't need that kind of problem. I got other things, much bigger things to worry about. We're just gonna take the loss on this. It's stuff I don't need. I don't think I'll ever be fertilizing again with liquid fertilizer, so you know, what's the point trying to save it? And you can't sell that at vendors. I guess you could. I guess I could go to the sell anything container with it, couldn't I? Hang on. Hang on. That might be a way to get rid of all the other tanks as well. Okay. I am not going to be lazy. Let's figure this out. I'm going to sneak up behind the building here. I'm going to do that sneaky sneak through the wall. I think it should be around here somewhere. We're going to fill up. We'll go to the sell anything container. I think I'll be able to sell there with this. I don't really know how many pellets I'm sucking up though, because I can't see through the wall. Oh, still quite a few. I can hear it audibly. That's normally how you hear things, right? Oh boy. I guess it's full, but I can still hear it. I don't know what's up with that. Oh no, it's still filling. Oh man, it's slow. Okay, what I'll do is I'll run over, sell this, come back, load up the rest, and then while it's loading again, I'll go deal with the 2 full harvesters. I should be able to sell this here. Yeah. That's actually good money. It's just made up for the solid fertilizer I just bought. 66,000 for that. Nice. Hang on a minute. That's really good. Can I make solid fertilizer, liquid fertilizer for sale? Turn, no, a little too sharp. Or not sharp enough, I guess. Okay, let's let that fill up. Dun, 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 not this. Where are you? There you are. And this guy. Wow, I'm just looking at the clock here running on this episode, and we're not going to get everything. We're not going to get everything harvested today. I have to do a bunch off camera. I will definitely do that because I want stuff to move along. Why is this? What just happened? It wasn't filling up while I was not on this tractor. I guess I gotta wait for it. Okay, is that it? Did I get everything? Yep, all done. Okay. Let's cut through our new production here. So the idea is that the distribute will move the products for me up here so that I can sell them easily. The clothing. All right, that's done. Let's sell these two things. Hey, and that'll be worth 62,000. A little repaint here, sell that. Okay, that's useless equipment. I think everything else we have is pretty much needed, so I don't think we'll be selling any more equipment anytime soon. Let's get this ready to work, because I think we're almost ready. What is this? Oh, it's starting to rain, seriously? I wasn't paying attention. What do we got here? It's gonna rain until 2 p.m. I guess. So we might let's just zoom that right away. So they don't stop. The workers don't stop harvesting. They should be stopping automatically, starting up again when the weather is good. 2 p.m. isn't cutting it either. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna slow the clock down a little bit. So we still working in the day. The corn is taking significantly longer than the sorghum. I wonder why. Do I need a third harvester? I think I do. I think we're gonna bite the bullet and buy another Colossus harvester. Where are you? Here you are. And the capacity, we're gonna keep it at 25, 50,000. That's what we've been running with. I don't care about engine power. I think that's it. I think that's the only setting we need to do, right? Okay, how much is that? 309. Okay, and then there were 3. I am going to go grab the grain header, and we'll get going on the canola right away. So 3 is kind of the number I had in the back of my head where we'd get to. Mainly because one of these sheds has three drive-through bays, and I thought, well, you know, that makes sense, right? That's a terrible way to calculate farm efficiency, but I'll go with it. I should have probably done this at the beginning of the of this whole harvest cycle at the beginning of the episode. All right. That folded up, all good. Okay, canola, I'll just do the one harvester on this field. And where are we with everything else? Almost done here. Actually, now that I'm looking at this, those two fertilizer spreaders we have, the two red ones, they've been sitting for a while. Perhaps they need to go as well. The Colossus fertilizer spreaders are far superior. They're faster, they're wider, they're not quite as much capacity though, but it's not like you really need a ton. So I might sell those as well. If I need more, I'll buy another Colossus, right? We're going to be all Colossus by the time this is done. Does Colossus make actual tractors? Be interesting. Okay, you're up next. $150,000 so far off this field. We're going to be 200,000 plus a little bit. As soon as we're done here, we're heading over to oats, one of the oat fields. And this guy is going to be needed any second now. Okay. I don't have another cart though for... I don't have the ability to cart for the canola, so that's okay. I'm almost done. Almost done on this sorghum field here. All right. So I've been flip-flopping back and forth trying to figure out next series, and I think I've got the concept I want now. What type of farm it's going to be. I'm just looking for the right map for it now. And I think I'm going to be a little bit more relaxed on my map selection and focus a little bit more on the actual, farm build out stuff. So yeah, coming soon to a YouTube's near you. I think I'll turn the harvester around instead. Come on, where are you? Here you are. That's the problem with buying more equipment, is the tab process takes a lot longer. Yeah, so as the episode winds down, just want to keep you guys in the loop. I am going to, I want to just preload what I'm going to do off camera, because I will do a fair amount, I think. I'm going to finish harvesting everything on the map that is ready, and drop soybean in everywhere. I'm not going to be too focused about, Soybeans going to kind of be the core foundation of our money making. So when it's the right time, all fields are available for soybean. When it's not the right time, that's when we'll grow all the other stuff we need, like the canola and the sunflower and the, the grains for the flour mill and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be a bit of an alternating kind of thing. Let's jump down here. I think I'll start with the bigger or the furthest of the fields, just so we'll work backwards. Almost all the oats. I don't know if all the oats, but a fair amount is going to go to the flour mill. Yeah, this isn't the biggest of the fields, but it is the furthest, so we're still not doing straw. I gotta make sure I don't turn straw on the new harvester. I'll have to turn that off. We can make a ton in straw, but it's a lot of work. I just don't want to do that. So, okay, that's off. Corn's taking quite a bit longer. Here we go. Off you go. I'm tabbing around a lot. There we go. Sorghum, we said we were going to put it in the mill, so in the silo, so we'll do that right away. Get ready to start unloading canola on the next field over. I kind of like this silo. I wish I had put it at a different angle a little bit, but we'll continue as is. All right, guys, I think they're going to wrap it up for this one. Like I said, going to do a ton of stuff off camera. I'm going to get all this harvested, all this harvested, all this harvested, and put soybean and all of this stuff. Next month, we're going to be harvesting these two, and we'll put soybean in there as well. I think we'll have enough time still. So yeah, it's going to be soybean heavy. That's fine. That's fine. That's exactly what I want to do. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have, please consider subscribing. Hit the like button on your way out, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. I hope you have an amazing day.